Hey guys, Western Mind Detective here, coming at you with another railroad exploring and train derailment video. So once again, I'm on the appropriately named Impossible Railroad, and this time around, this is probably the 7th or 8th time that I've been here, at least from this way. And right now I'm walking through Tunnel 6, which is definitely one of the shorter tunnels. But on today's episode, the main goal is to go check out the site of a train derailment that happened back in the 1960s. There's still quite a bit of cool stuff there, including, I believe, 2 crates that held Coors beer, and I believe possibly a trailer and a boxcar, but we'll see what's left over there. And if I have time, I'm also planning to check out one of the burned out tunnels, which should be pretty sketchy because all the lagging and timber supports have been burned, so it's probably pretty collapsed. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, it should be a pretty cool episode. I'm gonna guess it's kind of short, but yeah, hopefully you find some pretty cool stuff today. Yes, and I forgot to mention that along the way there's also these, I believe, 1970s passenger train cars, which within the last year and a half, they've unfortunately been burned. I believe this one and this one have seen the most vandalism and damage, but still pretty cool to see. I'm not gonna go inside of them or anything, but they're pretty cool. I might do a little short of these, just do like a walkthrough for like a minute. But yeah, pretty cool to see. Very unfortunate that people have to graffiti them and burn them, but that's just the nature of man. Alright, let us go onwards to the site of that train derailment. Alright, so here is where it all went down. So, way back in May of 1964, an engineer in training was coming around this bend. You can kind of see how much of a turn this was, and supposedly they were going a little bit too fast for this turn, and they derailed. So if you look down here into the gorge, right down there, there's remnants of one of the crates, I believe, and then one of the box cars is down there, and then there's the door off of it. It's yellow. But I'm sure there's a lot more stuff to see. But yeah, here's the scene. Just imagine, pretty much 60 years ago, train derailed right here. Oh man, it's windy. So what I'm going to do next is hike down here and see what there is to find. I'm sure there's a lot of cool artifacts and stuff down here. Alright, so coming down, I can already see on the side of this crate that it plainly says Coors, and it looks like it got the lion logo off to the side. But yeah, that is one of the Coors crates that they dumped down here right after the derailment. Would be super cool to find some unopened Coors cans. I'm sure this place has been pretty much pillaged, but I'm sure there's some to find out here. And it is really steep. And as you can see, this This thing is perched pretty dang precariously on that rock face. So, gotta be careful not to lose my footing. Okay, here's one of the crates, and then that boxcar is right around the corner right there. So I'll stop recording so I can get down here safely. Alright, so I am right next to this crate, and plain as day you can read Coors America's Fine Light Beer, and there's a lion logo, and then over there it says brewed with, and past that I can't really read it, but man, super sketchy getting down this. It's just straight rock. I don't know if I'm gonna crawl in here or not because it is super steep. But I believe this was like a refrigerated car, because oh, right here that says Thermo King. Yeah, it says refrigerant. Thermo King Corp, Minneapolis, Minnesota. And right here it's got patents. Some of the gauges. Yeah, so that's what kept the beer cold. Look at all these big rocks that have fallen down here over the years. And this over here also got writing on it. Looks like it says Berg Manufacturing Company, Chicago. Wow. Really standing on top of the wreckage. This is not sketchy at all. But yeah, look how mangled this thing is since it fell, since they pushed it down the hill. Oh God. I might as well walk the length of this, but might turn the camera off while I'm doing it. Here's the other side of this refrigerator. Huh, that is super cool. Alright, let's get down there. Hopefully find some cans or something. Alright, so here I am on the side of this crate, and I can see the rest of that writing. It says brewed with mountain spring water. Cool. And here you can see the big old wheels that are under this crate, and right below that we actually got a flat car that this would have sat on. And just like I suspected, there are remnants of beer cans. Well, and this one's still got the labeling, and it's definitely Coors. You can see the line right there. You can see the RS history right here. That is a 60-year-old beer can that never got to its destination. Here's looking up at this crate from the bottom. You can see where the taillights on it are, or were at least. Trying to be very careful rummaging through here. some writing on the flat car. See the big old springs right there. Let's see if we can find any more cans. There's another one right there. Actually, a couple more down here. Ooh, there's actually a bunch. I really want to find an unopened one. Ooh, that one looks pretty good over there. Would be super awesome if I found an unopened one with beer still in it. Yep, Coors. Yeah, so none so far with liquid inside, but we are definitely getting better example ones right here. You can clearly see the label on this one. And they're just so much more stacked up in here. And I'm sure way more going down. This is really cool. Oh yeah, there are dozens down here. Oh yeah. Oh man. This is sketchy. Going down these rocks. Here's another one. Oh yeah, look at all these over here. There's just stacks of them right here. This is crazy. Ooh. Oh wow, and there's still, looks like part of the packaging. Oh yeah, look at all these down here. Will we have any luck finding an unopened one? Hopefully. Just gotta dig down a little bit. That's how you find them. Nothing. 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 Wow, this is awesome. Alright, well, I'll rummage through here a bit and let you guys know if I find any cans with beer in it. Alright, so I'm maybe 150 feet above this second flat car, which is down there in the gorge, but I don't think there's gonna be too much interesting stuff right over there. But what I want to do is head up this and then go check out that boxcar, see what's over there. But here's looking at that crate from down here. On the other side you could actually see a lot better, brewed with mountain spring water and the Coors label. But yeah, I'll be headed up this. Alright, so I crawled a little higher up and here is a crazy side shot of this crate. And this really gives you a perspective of how slanted this thing is. And there's the flat car. Wow. Just insane. And that box car is It's right over this way. Traversing through this isn't as hard as getting down to that crate was. That was sketchy. And there is the yellow boxcar. Oh yeah, that thing is pretty big. It is insanely windy right now, so hopefully you guys can hear my narrating. Ooh, look at that. Wow, and there's one of the sides. Man. So, in the research that I did, right above this yellow boxcar, there's all this concrete siding. And the reason why that was also dumped with the boxcar and the crates and all that was, why would they haul it out? It's just, plus I'm pretty sure it got damaged during the derailment, so that's another reason. But that was supposed to go to El Cajon, California, and it was supposed to be, I believe, part of a car dealership, like, I guess part of the structure of it. So yeah, pretty interesting history right there. Yeah, let's take a closer look at this boxcar. Looks like on the side of it, it says NITX. What does that say? North American Car Corporation. I read that upside down. But you can see right there. And there's another side of it. That's cool. Still got this chain. Got the linkage to where it connects to the other cars. Man, ain't that wild. And look at how long this thing is. Just massive. Oh, and there's one of the ladders on it. Here's one of the pieces of siding off of it. Not too much going on with that. Anything up here other than the concrete? There's some wood. Actually, it looks like there's a black blasting powder can. Find a lot of these by the railroad. Yeah, and then there's just a lot of concrete all the way up to the railroad bed. But yeah, there is a crazy overview of this boxcar. I'll probably check out the other side of it and below it, but yeah, that is awesome. Alright, I'm gonna walk along the side of it, see if there's anything else of interest to look at. Here's where one of those pieces of siding came off of. Let's take a quick look in there. Let me know what you guys see. because I can't see into there unless I jump up. Man, that's insane that they leave stuff like this out here just to rot away. But better for me, because it gives me some cool content to show you guys. Here's another one of the pieces of the sides. I'm not gonna go all the way down to that, but there's another one of the ladders. Here's a really cool overview from the bottom side. Alright, so now we're gonna be headed to, I believe it's Tunnel 7, and check out that burnt out tunnel. Alright, so right here we are coming upon the original tunnel number 7. So after this one got collapsed and burned so many times, they just pretty much bypassed it, went around the mountain, and now the railroad grade goes through there. But this was the original way back in the 1920s, probably into the 1930s. Not sure exactly when it got burned, but it's pretty cool because there's still rail right there. Yeah, look at how tall this thing is. There's no timber supports or anything left, at least in this portion. Looks and sounds pretty eerie. Ceiling's at least 30-35 feet up there, and there is a view back towards the portal. And we will continue in here. Probably need to use my light around now. But yeah, you can see how dark the ground is here. So you can definitely tell that whatever wood was supporting the sides has been burned down to an ash. There's a decent chunk of wood right there. So I'm assuming that this ground is pretty unstable. So definitely have to watch out for any rock fall whatsoever. But pretty crazy that the rail continues. Here's the first pretty big partial collapse. Yeah, this is definitely a sketchy tunnel with a huge rock that has fallen. But it's crazy because this thing just continues regardless of all the collapse that has happened. As to how far this thing goes, I'm not completely sure, but I do know that it goes back a good ways, at least a couple hundred feet. I've already went in here probably over 200 feet so far, probably 300 feet. There's a cool artifact. Has some numbering, looks like. Wow. Sketchy. Yet it still continues. into the darkness. I only brought one light, and this isn't my Through Night TH30 headlamp. This is I believe this is the TC15 V2 handheld, which is still pretty bright, but it's nothing like my headlamp. Man, this thing just continues into the void. I'm just waiting for something to pop out on me, like a fox or coyote, something. You know, I'm used to underground, but this is definitely a more eerie feeling compared to a regular old mine. Yep, the track still continues with that. I actually think I see what is a total collapse, maybe 100 feet ahead of me. Oh my god, you can't even see. You can barely see the light at the end of the tunnel. I'm just waiting for something to pop out on me. This feels really weird. Oh man. And definitely getting more warm as we near this. Looks like a total collapse. Ah. What I think is a total collapse. Oh man, I really don't want to go over this, but the curiosity is killing me. Does it continue? I'll just take a quick peek. Probably doesn't, but we'll see. Oh yeah, definitely looks. Ooh, smells terrible here. I think there's just a bunch of bat guano. Ew. But yeah, that is 100%. Oh my god. It smells so bad back here. Yeah, that's a total collapse. All the way to the top. Pretty cool to see. Definitely don't need to get back in here anymore. Now that I see that this just ends. But yeah, that was a pretty cool explore today. Like I said, nothing too crazy, nothing super long, but what I did see was some pretty cool stuff that most people don't get the chance to see. This definitely wasn't like my typical explores where I'm doing some huge mine or huge off-roading trip or something like that. This was just a simple, straight to the point explore. And yeah, seen some pretty cool stuff. Had a crate, boxcar, all that stuff was super cool to see, including the 60-year-old beer cans, some of which are unopened but don't have any beer left. And also this creepy tunnel number 7, which I don't plan on visiting anytime soon again. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you guys enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and thank you for watching.